Okay, this is Saturn and Gemini. Saturn and Gemini is a little smarter about getting their, stable ground, you know, setting limits on things too. Um, as Gemini energy is more, logical than Taurus energy, right? But these people, and they do know how to like get advice from people who are smarter so that they can be stable themselves. So they'll look at people and be like, okay, I want to like learn from this person so I can have this stuff and be cool. And then I can, from there, what I learned with that person right there, um, I can then like lay ground rules that are, similar to or just like that person, because they're smart and they saw somebody else that has it and wasn't, afraid to like go ask and be like, hey, what do I have to do this and this and this and this? And they were like, they learned and they like weren't, and that's the thing about them. They didn't mind, taking um, their time being taken away so that they could learn that stuff. They didn't mind it at all. They actually wanted that. They wanted to search for that. They wanted to search for somebody who was smart in their area, who has stuff, who has stability, who's, you know, got their shit right in reality. They have, an apartment, they have a house, they have this. And that person sees that, and he sees that that person's, or this individual who's a Gemini Saturn sees that, and they're like, okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna, learn from this person. I'm not gonna try to like necessarily fight against it or do what somebody like me would do and just, wait for the right, time. Wait for that person to approach me. I'm gonna approach them and ask them myself. They do that more often because they are more like logical, and they actually, and he calls to doing stuff like that. And they also, like I said, they set ground rules too for themselves. For themselves, and not just for themselves, but people who like come into their like area too. If you come into their area, you have to. He calls these rules, and they're like specific kind of rules, and they state them clearly too. You know, this, and this. Don't do this and this. Like if you go to somebody like this person's house, they might be like, I have, rules that say, you can't wear shoes in my house. You have to sit them right there, right there. Then you can come inside, and you can only be here for like this amount of time because I have, this, and this to do. You know, they're like, they know some shit. They make sure they like get their ground right. They talk to people to be all right, and they keep like people around them that are smart too. They don't keep dumbasses around. That's why they are stable. They're like, I can't, let somebody who's like, doesn't have anything tell me anything. You have some things, cool, but if you don't have some shit, you're not really cool. That's what these people believe. Um, but they ain't wrong. That's what they see, and that's what is there. You know, those people, they got it right. Did I? I did say the dates, didn't I? I don't think I said the dates for these people. Let me say the dates for these people. But Gemini and Saturn is February 21st to 1972, or goddamn, I'm dumb. February 21st, 1972 to August 21st, or August 1st, 1973. It's also January 7th, 1974 to April 18th, 1974, and August 9th, 2000 to October 15th, 2000, and 4/20/2001 to June 3rd, 2003. So if you were born like between any of those dates, you have Gemini and Saturn. And that's like a couple of my family members who have that, and they do have things, and they do what they need to do to keep themselves right. Surround themselves by the right fucking people and everything. Not no dumbasses. They don't heed calls of that. Like if you're dumb, they won't. Like somebody like that won't. They like listen to advice about how to hold ground or anything like that. You have less than me, so why would I even like think to listen to you? Or you're not so stable because you keep all these dumbasses around you. I'm not gonna listen to you. They think they actually are smart about it. But that's Gemini and Saturn right there. For y'all, stay cool going on the corner, especially if you're Gemini and Saturn because you're cool. In that chakra, right there.